I think we ought to give everybody in the stands tonight a free change.
I don't think we can do that, but we're going to offer a couple of the competitors a chance to win one.
Yeah, we've seen that happen. I was talking to Charlie Brunholz a while ago, and last time I talked to Charlie, it was at the banquet. He started up one of your lawnmowers that you'd given him and fired off the fire alarms, and they had that whole place in chaos. Charlie and I talked about that a little later on in the night show, but thanks again for you and your company being here and making this all happen.
Thank you, and we're glad to be here.
Okay, guys, back to you upstairs.
Okay, thanks, Steve. We've got 4 exciting feature races on tap for you. Back with the starting lineups and the green flag next.
Come see what's new at TG's Lingerie in Kannapolis. Let your imagination run wild as you look through our extensive collection. You'll find everything in lingerie at TG's. Summertime, bridal, large sizes, items for men, even oils, accessory, and gag gifts. Tonight, you can sleep with the best in lingerie from TG's Lingerie, located next to the Townhouse 2 restaurant on South Main Street in Kannapolis.
Back here at the Concord Motorsport Park, the machines in the street stock class beginning to roll around the half-mile tri-oval here at Concord now, taking their warm-up laps. We have a full field of 30 cars ready to race for 25 laps, and here you see the starting lineup for tonight's event. Until they get the green flag, as you saw in our lineup. The 2 guys on top, Patrick Glover, he leads the points on the outside of the front row. In the 8 car, Bob Hateman, he is second in the points, just 10 points behind. David Kepley is third in the points in the 76 car. He's 18 off the pace. Kenneth Cook, fourth in the points. He is 22 down. And rounding out the top 5 in points, Kevin Meendering, he is 28 points off the lead at this stage of the season. They've run 3 races in the street stock class. 30 cars about to take the green flag this time for 25 laps. They do not count caution laps in this division, and we're just about ready to get underway.
Woody, 30 cars here at Concord, that's a field full. I mean, the cars coming across the start-finish line are about a quarter of a lap ahead of the cars in last place.
Glover inches ahead on the start. Meendering moving to the inside of Hateman, bidding for second spot. Third is Randy McAnulty, and fourth is the 76 machine as they complete lap 1. Got a spin coming out of the last turn. And another spin coming out of the last turn. The 42 and the 43 turn it around.
Jerry Reary in the 43, Mike Glover in the 44. There you see the 42 car, Douglas Riley in that car. And with 30 cars on a short track, something's going to happen.
Well, I guess the good news is none of them hit anything.
Right.
No room for error. Randy, you mentioned Mike Glover out there. It's good to see him back at Concord. I think he was sitting out about a 4-week suspension with some things that happened at the last race last year. So his penalty was to sit up here in the booth for 4 races and watch the race. He couldn't get out there on the and participate with his brother, Patrick, sitting on the pole tonight.
And we had Patrick on the Let's Talk Racing show. There you see him in the 31 car, and boy, he is all smiles.
He is. You know, he's got a good race car. He gets around good here at Concord. He's just got his eyes set on winning a championship, a track championship for the 1998 season. And, you know, he started 2 races, won 2 poles, won 2 races. Actually started 3 races, won 2 times, and sit on the pole twice. And tonight makes it his 3rd pole.
All right, while they get things reorganized, we'll take a timeout, come back, and reset the field for you after this.
There is an invasion coming. I can see endless variety, millions of colors. 3 channels of HBO and Cinemax. The entertainment invasion is here.
Seconds away from the green flag. There it is. Glover leads Meendering and Hateman across. Having a little problem with the scoreboard now, but we'll try and keep you informed of the lap count as best we can here at Concord. But single file racing virtually all the way around. And you mentioned the car count here, guys, and with that many cars, by the time the green comes, Patrick Glover's about ready to start lapping people.
Yeah, he's going to do it in about 10 seconds.
Well, once they get stretched out in single file, you're exactly right. They're 3/4 of a mile or 3/4 of a lap around the racetrack, all the cars strung out. Now they're beginning to run into the last place cars and lapping already.
The 42 that spun earlier goes a lap down. Douglas Riley, also the 60 car went a lap down.
Caution.
Caution is out again on the speedway.
Did not see anybody spin. Apparently,
maybe there's some fluid on the track, or looked like the 76 car may have had some problems. 76 or 78, you can't really tell with that mark on the side of it, but
he's already got a little donut there.
Looks like he's underway, and this should be a short caution.
It's going to be a lot of donuts on them race cars before the night's over. These guys are ready to go racing, but a lot of race cars on the racetrack.
It was the 88 car, I believe, of Scott Freeman that went a lap down.
This is one of the biggest fields I can remember for this division. Yeah, Scott Freeman, 88. And
here you see the 78 car coming in that brought out the caution. That's Hugh Harris. And he is, I think he's Guy Harris's brother or some relation, because they were in the pits together when I saw him earlier, and he's a rookie in this class.
We've been informed that the 78 car was dropping fluid on the racetrack. They think it's water, but he was dropping fluid on the racetrack and probably making some slick spots out there.
Okay. Now keep in mind that in this division, the caution laps do not count. The safety vehicles on the track now making sure it's safe for race conditions as these machines circulate slowly around the speedway. And while they continue their cleanup efforts, we'll take a timeout.
Gonna hit the hut tonight. Hit the hut tonight. Hit the hut tonight. Oh, Pizza Hut, that's right. Gonna hit the hut, yeah, Pizza Hut tonight.
Pizza Hut's been voted America's favorite pizza place for 8 years running. So if you're hungry for great tasting pizza, there's only one thing left to do. Hit the Hut tonight.
Back here at Concord, you haven't missed a thing. We're still under caution, but a short time away from getting the green. Patrick Glover on top. Meendering is in second place. That's Kevin Meendering, not Jeff. He evidently had a little altercation in a street vehicle. We'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. Bob Hateman rides in third. In fourth is the 76 machine of David Kepley. Fifth place is Randy McAnulty in the 13. Sixth place, the 00. That's Danny Probst. And that's the way we stand right now, I believe, 5 laps into the event.
I think the rain washed out the lap counter over there.
I think it shorted up the scoreboard or something.
Something.
No numbers on the scoreboard, but we'll get that squared away. Hey, we'll just watch them race until the white flag falls, then we know it's one to go.
Or they put the cross up. That's halfway, right? Yeah.
Okay, and the green's waving, so let's see if Patrick can get the jump he's been getting.
Patrick has been very strong all year, but Meendering hangs with him on the start, and they are away. A good battle going on for third, but here we have a big problem. The 33 loses a wheel, looks like. I saw something flying through there.
That's Charlie Howard, who has got a pretty battered race car right now.
Made a lot of contact with something.
Yes, he did.
And that car is definitely... Look at the antenna swaying around back up there. See that? You can just barely see it. It's going to take a while to clean this one up. We are on lap 3 right now, and we'll be back to bring you more of this Street Stock Division race right after this.
Memorial Day weekend. We've got 2 big races at the best track on the circuit. This is the big time.
Charlotte's big no matter when it is. Running a race at Charlotte is probably one of the most awesome feelings. The fans love it. It's more dramatic. It's like playing a giant video game.
It's got everything you want to have and all the action, so it's an exciting race. It's the Great American Racing Weekend, and it's only on the Superstation.
The CarQuest Auto Parts 300 and the Coca-Cola 600. May 23rd and 24th, only on the Superstation.
Actually, we have 3 laps complete, not 5 as we thought. Scoreboard back operational as the hardworking folks here at the Concord Motorsport Park have pitched in to make things right. And we are about to get the green flag half a lap away. Patrick Glover on top, Kevin Meendering in second, Bob Hateman third, David Kepley still fourth, and rounding out the top 5 is Randy McAnulty. A little bit further back, it is the 00 of Danny Probst, the 18 of Kenneth Cook, then the 34 of Tab Boyd, and here's the green. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle there by Hateman on the start, and he's going to lose a couple of spots.
It's 3 wide coming across the start-finish line that time.
And Hateman, the car who twitched on the start, was in the middle of it. And that allows the front 2 cars to get a big margin.
Oh, there's trouble over the backstretch.
Look like
that's McAnulty, who was running 5th, but looks like he's going to be able to continue, and caution will not come out.
That's unreal.
That is. Those cars made contact. One was completely sideways, and the whole racetrack was blocked.
No blood, no bone,
no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Boy, they're still coming 3 wide out of the last turn every so often, and it just kind of makes you cringe to see it.
Anywhere on the track you look, especially back of the pack, there's a lot of squirreling going on.
No doubt about it. Glover continuing to put machines a lap down. The 88 goes another lap down. The 93 of Scott Gilbert goes a lap down. Very soon, the 94 of Jeff Tucker will also fall a lap down. Since these guys got away early, as you see Meendering taking a look inside Glover, the 76 of Kepley.
Oh, there's trouble.
The 11 car very nearly got turned over, it looked like. Look out!
That was Todd Edwards. He's in the 11 car. The 42, Douglas Riley, once again turning it around, but there was contact with the wall there. And
did you see David Kepley in the 76 come storming through there? I thought we were going to have a head-on type collision there for a moment. Look at the tire on that car, the 34 of Tab Boyd. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. He's going nowhere.
Tell you what, that one won't run straight, will it?
Yeah, it won't run them 95-mile-an-hour pole laps, will it?
So the 11 machine up against the wall right now. That's Todd Edwards. We'll take a timeout while they assist him from the track and be back to bring you more. 6 laps complete.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. At Crossfire, we know our left from our right. Lively debate from both sides, weeknights on CNN.
One lap to go before we get the green. Now, because of the length of this event, the curfew and all the other events to consider, the officials here at Concord have decided to shorten this event to 15 laps. So there are now 9 to go for Patrick Glover, Meendering, Kepley, Probst, and Hateman. One car to keep an eye on, Randy, the 13, who was in 5th before he had a problem on the backstretch, is storming back through the field.
I tell you, Randy McAnulty did a heck of a job to save the car, and as you said, he's coming back up through the pack, and Randy's no stranger to the Concord Motorsports Park. He's been here for a number of years and knows how to get around it.
There he is. He qualified 4th at a speed of 94.6 miles an hour. Look at that start. Hateman trying to get to the inside. Let's keep an eye on that and see if some kind of jump the start flag is going to be waved at him. Evidently not, so he is going to be credited with a good move. We got a 4-car breakaway up front right now.
Yeah, they are nose to tail right now.
Oh, and there's a little contact. Hateman almost turns it.
Oh, man, he was all over the racetrack.
He got a little nudge from Kepley back there, and I think Kepley has something dragging underneath the front end of the car, it looked like, the 76. And he's dropping off the pace a little. Looks like he's gathered it back up now, but Hateman and Kepley made contact coming out of the last turn. Meanwhile, Meendering, look underneath the 76 car there. Looks like there's something dragging, doesn't it?
Front end. Right now, Meendring's giving Patrick Glover all he wants in the number 2 car.
He takes a look underneath him every so often, but hasn't been able to move up. There was McAnulty, and he is indeed moving up. This time by 9 laps complete, 6 to go.
Well, they know they've shortened the race, and you can't save it.
It's halfway now, so it is definitely shortened.
It's a breakaway right now for the points leader, Patrick Glover, and Kevin Meendering riding second. The 6 car off the pace right now.
Jeff Melton.
And I think Jeff is the guy who used to have the AMC car out here.
I believe he is. Tall guy.
Yeah.
I bet that Javelin's in the museum. Probably.
Might be.
Yeah.
5 laps to go. Meendering continuing to look low, trying to find room to get by Glover. Now he looks high. Glover slams the door there.
Got some lap traffic coming up here. It could play a part as we 4.5 laps remaining.
Hateman
Ooh.
may be gaining a little bit because of the lap traffic, but right behind him, Kepley is certainly gaining in the 76. A good battle going on for third right there in your picture behind the 2 leaders.
Okay, Woody, we got word now from the NASCAR officials that they're going to go 20 laps instead of the 15.
Okay.
So when we said halfway, they weren't halfway, but they are now.
All right. Okay, stand by
Another
for
correction
further
I made.
updates.
A while ago, I made mention of Mike Glover being back out here. Mike is not on the racetrack tonight. Caution is out.
Well, it might go back to 15.
Like I said, stand by for further updates. See, these guys in these divisions are kind of like kids, you know. You can only let them go so far undisciplined before you have to do something about it. And the officials here say, well, we'll give you 25 laps. Then they make the officials mad, and they say, we'll cut it to 15. Then they run clean for a while. Okay, we'll give you 20. So it's kind of a back-and-forth situation.
It's a grab bag. And Jeff Melton in the number 6 car was given the black flag for what reason, I don't know. Obviously losing
That's the Maverick.
something on the racetrack.
The 94 machine, Jeff Tucker, and there you see Glover taking the stripe.
Here.
12 laps complete.
My Firebird's still out there, unscathed. Wayne Whitley, the 58 car.
That's a good-looking race car. Here it comes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be riding it on a racetrack. I want to tell you, it looked that good.
I don't think I would either. Right here, coming in was a 58 car. It's a Firebird, and boy, it is a good-looking machine. Glover on top, as we mentioned, in the points at this stage of the season. There's that car. Now, if I had a car like that, I'm telling you, I sure wouldn't let these guys thump and bump it out.
Now, that looks like the cars that Johnny Miller and Ralph Earnhardt and those guys used to race at the old Concord when it was a dirt track over on 73.
And to drive them home that
Camaros was a
race, yeah.
hard car to beat.
Yep.
Patrick Glover, we mentioned in the points lead right now. Steve mentioned earlier he's got 2 poles and 2 wins, but his average finish, 1.3.
1.3. That's pretty tough.
That's how you win a championship there. Bob Hateman, second in the points, has an average finish of 3.0. The black flag still being waved at one of the cars. I think it's the 32. I wonder if they are concerned about some fluid maybe coming out of that car, but they have made it abundantly clear that he is to go behind the wall right now.
Bob Girolamo.
Got a flat tire, is what they're saying.
All right, we'll take a timeout, come back and bring you the final 8 laps in this street stock division race.
Make Modern Wholesale in Kannapolis your only stop for retail or wholesale priced goods. They offer a complete line of tobacco products plus candy, gum, and novelty candies, not to mention juices, paper products, and a full line of cleaning supplies from disinfectants to deodorizers. If it's a church, civic group, soccer league, or baseball league, let Modern Wholesale fit your needs. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, and we offer free delivery with a $100 or more purchase. Modern Wholesale, 609 South Main Street in Kannapolis. We're open to the public. Call 933-4161.
Share your decision to become an organ and tissue donor with your family today. For a free brochure on organ and tissue donation, call 1-800-355-SHARE.
Someone once said, we all come into this world alone, and we leave the same way. But in between, we have the chance to connect and help each other, to find ways you can do something to connect with the people in your community. Call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Less than a lap away from getting the green flag. They'll run 8 to complete this race in the street stock division. Their 4th race of the season. Patrick Glover on top, Kevin Meendering second, Bob Hateman is third. 4th is David Kepley. 5th is the 18 machine of Kenneth Cook. 6th is the 75 machine, who has run pretty well here so far this evening.
Yeah, 75, Jim Sauter Jr.
Jim Sauter Jr.
Yeah.
Next in line is the 00 of Probst, and here's the green.
Well, if you thought it's been hairy up to now, wait. The last 5 laps.
Maybe the reason things are so crazy is what we mentioned in the Open. It's double points.
Yeah, I was looking. I don't think we have a full moon tonight, so.
No, well, not yet.
No. Once again, 4 or 5 cars up there. Still anybody's race, Woody.
Top 5, there you see them, have broken away from the rest of the field now with 7 laps to go, and the top 2 begin to pull away a little bit.
Oh, we got a problem.
Oh, big problem coming out of the last turn. All kinds of machines sideways and backwards and everything, too.
Yeah, everything, too, is exactly right. Jerry Reary in the 43 spins it around again, and he sustained a lot of damage, it looks like.
Looks like also the 25 is involved.
Yeah.
Down low.
Terry Blackford. And Terry's car may not be firing right now.
The official's going out to check with him. We've got 7 laps to go as the 58 that we talked about earlier goes behind the wall. Maybe he heard us talking about that car was too pretty to tear up, so he parked it.
It's a Saturday night. Got to go cruising, man.
Yeah. There's the 25 that Randy was telling you about, Terry Blackford. You know, a lot of times, Randy, we hear people ask us, well, how fast do the cars go out there in one class or another? As you see Blackford out of the car, he's okay, looks like, moving around up in there. But
it varies because Glover up at about 95.1 on the pole, and then you go back to about 20 position, 87 miles per hour. That's getting around a half-mile track.
So we'll take a timeout, come back and bring you the final 7 laps of this Street Stock Division race.
Designs that work are designs that last. And the Delta washerless faucet lasts and lasts and lasts. When it's on, it's on. And when it's off, it's off. So it works just as beautifully as it looks. Enduring designs by Delta for the beautiful designs that you live in. Come see Delta faucets at the studio showroom.
January. You go blind. March. You can see again, but you can't walk. August. You can walk again, but you can't hold your child. December. Your hands are working, so you pray. Multiple sclerosis randomly attacks your nervous system. Help us find the answer. The National MS Society. One thing people with MS can count on.
Well, we told you to stay tuned. Things might change, and indeed they have. They have put it to a situation where the time restraints will be enforced again. That means we'll go green, white, and checkers. So, Randy, you were right. 15 laps it will be.
And did you get a vote on this one?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to hang on like the race car drivers in this thing at this point. But we do understand now that an old friend of ours is driving the pace car tonight, Sandy Durham, who used to drive in this division, or actually she used to drive in the mini stock class, is piloting the pace car tonight. So I want to say hi to our pal Sandy, and she's led the most laps today, no doubt.
And she's going to finish first.
Yep. Even with pulling behind the wall,
right.
She still led the most laps. Here we go. Green, white, and checkers. Side by side already for second place.
Boy, Glover got away that time.
Hateman jumps inside of Meendering. Kepley right behind. Oh, and now a spin. Meendering turns it around. Another caution will come out. He is backwards just below the scoreboard.
How did everybody else miss him? Man, that was tight.
Fortunately, it was kind of a controlled spin, if there is such a thing, and he went down to the bottom. Let's take a look again and see if we can get a look at
see if he got tapped.
What started it. Meendering is there in the 2. He started to lose it. I don't know that he got help.
No, he didn't get any help.
Yeah, I think he may have just tried to get into the turn a little bit too hard after Hateman got underneath him and then just turned it around.
Well, Glover's saying, well, that's one less competitor I've got to deal with, but he's still got a couple of interesting characters back there behind him here in the final couple of laps. 2 laps showing left on the in this race. And,
but now, Randy, once again, they're going to go green, white, and checkers to try to finish this up. We do have a time limit at Concord. Not only do they have to get this race in, but then 25 laps in the mini stock division, 100 laps in the late model stock class, and 150 laps in the late model sportsman division. So we've got a lot of racing yet to come. Although if the rest of the night is as wild as this has been,
yeah,
boy, I don't know if we can take it.
Well, let's see what Hateman does. Last time, Glover got a great jump on the green.
But Hateman has been getting some good jumps himself, and Kepley, right behind him in the 76, has been putting some heavy pressure on him all night long. In 4th now is the 18 of Kenneth Cook, and Jim Sauter Jr. moves up into the 5th spot. Then it's Probst in the 00 in the 6th position right now as we come around and should get the 1 to go signal when they come by this time. Let's see. They do indeed give him the 1 to go this time by.
Well, we started with 30 cars. It's substantially reduced now. And thank goodness nobody has been in any serious problems. We've got a lot of cosmetic damage on the cars, a lot of spins, but nobody hurt, and that's the good news.
Steve Menifee is in 7th place in the 22. The 64 is next in line in the 7th spot. That's Walter Pecora. He started in the 12th spot, so he's made a pretty nice move.
Oh, Kenneth Cook, he just runs he's been out here a number of years. He's back in 5th position. Anything can, or 4th position, anything can happen, Woody, those leaders. And
no doubt.
Kenneth just keeps rolling along there. He's put him in a position to win.
And as Randy mentioned, keep an eye on the 8 and the 76, the 2nd and 3rd place cars on this restart. Look at him. One tries to go low, one tries to go high. Hateman tries to get inside of Glover, but he has too much going into turn 1.
I don't know if Patrick can make the car that wide. They were surrounding him.
White flag should come out this time by. Cars scraping the wall coming out of turn 1, but they don't want to throw the caution again here. Glover holding off Hateman. Kepley trying to get to the outside. White flag is out. 1 to go for Glover. Trying to win his 3rd race of the year.
Looks like Hateman's best chance is going to be coming out of the dog leg. Looks like he closes up. Let's see what he's got for him.
He tries to dive down low. One last chance. Looks like Glover will be able to hold him off. He's won 3 of 4 races so far in 1998. Hateman comes home 2nd. 3rd is Kepley in the 76. 4th is Kenneth Cook in the 18. And rounding out the top 5 is Jim Sauter Jr. in the 75 machine. 15 laps in the books in the street division. Steve Gant will be in victory lane to talk with our winner right after this.
Moose Drug on the Square in Mount Pleasant has been serving your family for over 100 years. 4 generations of Moose family members continue this tradition in Concord at Moose Professional Pharmacy located in the H&M Clinic. Moose pharmacists are friendly, knowledgeable, and easy to talk to. Their prices are low, service is fast, and you can wait in comfort. Since 1882, Moose pharmacists have made courtesy and convenience their tradition. Moose Pharmacies, serving your family for over 100 years.
Trust me, I am not the Galloping Gourmet. However, I am Mike Fennell with Quick Cash Pawn. We have special prices on gold and diamond jewelry. For example, 1/2 carat solitaire, $588. You will pay $1,100 to $1,200 anywhere. Gold as low as $13 per gram. If a jeweler won't sell you gold by the gram, ask him why. As you can see, I have not eaten any of my hats. So come by and see us. We'll save you money. I'll guarantee it.
Back at Concord, and Glover climbs out of the car in victory lane for the 3rd
Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Glover. All hung up in there. Can't get out of the race car. Got your radio still on, ain't you, Patrick?
I'm excited on that one.
I tell you what, congratulations. Come out here and won, raced 4 times and won 3 of them. I tell you, that's how you win championships.
Yes, sir, it is. I'd like to take this opportunity first to dedicate this race to Andrew White, his official out here. He's battling the battle right now, harder than any battle you'll see out here on the track. And we want his family and him to know that our hearts and prayers are with him and wish him the best he'll get back out here.
Patrick, it looked like you worked up a sweat. It was about 1 lap to go out there. Kevin Meendren was all over your back bumper the whole race, and then he lost it over there going into turn 2, so that took the challenge off. Did he have anything for you?
Well, we're not real good on quick runs. We need a long green flag run to be good. And what was happening was having all these cautions, and he was kind of laying back on the starts and getting a run on us. He hit us so hard one time, he knocked us out of gear. And I think that last time I didn't go, and he was expecting me to, and it kind of got him caught up in a little bottleneck, and they got together down here. But those guys back here behind him, they're just as tough as anybody.
I've always said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You're definitely doing something right. You come out here and race 4 times and won 3 times. Congratulations.
Thank you. We're having to work on this thing every week, so just keep it better so that these guys don't catch us. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my sponsors, CG Painting, Bryant's Frame Shop, Racing Images. They got on the street stocks the whole class out here this year. I'd like to thank Philman's Auto. He got down here on pit road and signed a deal on a sponsorship with us. So we'd like to thank him, come on board, and Racecom Communications.
Okay, Patrick, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, back to you.
So Patrick Glover widens his points lead here, a double points night, keep in mind, and he had a 10-point lead coming in. That will widen after the events this evening. He wins his 3rd race out of 4 so far this season. Up next, 100 laps in the late model stock division. We'll be back to set the starting grid for you next.
No matter what your financial needs, Holiday Finance in Kannapolis can help.